How you doing, guys? This is Andrew with the RatDog IndieSpotlight. Today we're going to be playing This Is the Police. So this is a game that I have never played before, so this will be completely blind. And I'm kind of excited about it. See, now I never played... I never saw the Kickstarter. I only recently found out that it was on Kickstarter. And then I saw a few people streaming this for maybe about 5 minutes. And it looked interesting. So it seemed like the perfect kind of chill game. And that's why we're going to check it out. See how it is. So This Is the Police. New game. Day 1, July 15th, Monday. Alright, so we got a few headlines. Let's see. The Golden Bird. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. Alright, it happens. The Freeburg Tribune. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Ooh. The Fact. Mark War II to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Okay. So now it said that this had controller support too. So let me try and see just how that works. Okay, go to work. A. Now the art style is pretty cool in this, I must say. I am a fan of it. It definitely looks nice.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am.
Alright, sounding a little corrupt.
Reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Alright, so all that was a bit of a mess. I'm gonna apologize. Gonna need just a second because I was dumb and forgot to include a link.
This is the
Alright, sorry about that.
I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go.
Whoa.
I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Okay, so this is much more cinematic first off.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin?
Oof.
Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Play blind. Wow. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Surprise, the mayor discussed it with me. I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. What's the difference? I'm gonna go with the polite thing. Mayor Rogers told me that wants Mayor Rogers told me that wants a fresh face running Freeburg PD. So no, it didn't come as a surprise. That doesn't seem proper English, but okay. Do you already know the name of your successor? I do not. Of course not. I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. Oof, this guy's getting grumpy. I didn't mean to say it like that. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would he change his mind? Perhaps. Sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Frederick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Oof, that's fancy. I don't know. That seems like a good course of action to take. I've never worked with the mafia, but I can't speak for every man and woman in the department. I can't follow all my employees around the clock. Damn. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? This guy's grumpy. That's not just possible. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional, and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you. That was cool. I actually like that a lot.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Ooh. Drama. Oh, drugs. That's always good.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell.
Nice.
White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough,
Damn.
I won't be here at all.
True, true.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. 180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Nice. Jesus Christ. Alright, so there's a lot of drama. We can start there. Alright, day 2. The Golden Bird, head of culture department, owns villa in Italy. Alright, useless. Freeburg Tribune. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Okay. The fact. Jack Boyd, Mayor Rogers is a professional. There you go, I was nice to him. There's my piece of crap car, yay!
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
Weird.
The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Is this a prison or is this a police station?
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Okay. Tutorial. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Ooh, grumpiness even in the text. Show me what you got. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Okay. Professional shows their overall efficiency level of your policeman. I'm assuming that's the top thing, right? A figure about 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise or fall over the course of their career. Alright, so this guy's got a bit of an alcohol problem, I think. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy they have, the less reliable their work. And a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after working each day and restore 1 after each day of rest. Makes sense. It's pretty simplified, and that would mean that they're like dead after like 3 days. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take a day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on behavior of your employees. Alright, that's interesting. So, everyone seems to be... What's this? Armstrong. So is this like a different type of person? Can I do anything to this? Or I guess just start the day. Okay. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scenes before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it takes your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Makes sense. A hit and run. Alright. Alright, let me try and mess with this with mouse and keyboard because... Okay, so if I respond to it, the easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units are allowed to be sent on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied with at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information, from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how serious each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, Jesus. Or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Makes sense. Okay, so this is a crime in progress, a hit and run. A married couple exit a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who's been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit the bum, he got back in his van and quickly drove away. Okay, so... Holy shit, this person's not reliable at all. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and send my most reliable person and my least reliable person. Oh, there they are. Cool, cool. Alright. It's a fight. The last picture show theater. A theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempts to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the security guard. Alright, so there's a security guard there, so... I don't want to send anyone too reliable. Let's send my two worst people. Maybe they can figure it out. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so they're doing stuff. Oof. Getting scary. Messages, report. Hit and run. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead civilians bother the mayor even more than living ones. Understandable. Alright, offender caught, officers unharmed. Awesome. So now I got those people back, right? Nope, they're coming back, I guess. Alright, the fight report. Offender escaped, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Oof, they lost a little bit. That's okay, though. No worries there. Alright, so we got a new thing. Armed robbery. Okay, this is legit. Alright. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the license plate number. The owner is Janet, who lives in the suburbs. Alright, so there's a shotgun involved, so we're going to send 2 decent people. See, because those people are ready. There's a fight. Johnson, law firm. A brother and sister clashed with each other over the deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them in our security. Alright, so I'm just going to send one person. You're not reliable, but it's just two kids fighting with each other. That doesn't seem like a big deal to me. Alright, so these 2 people are back. They lost a little bit, though, so... And I got my SWAT people. That'd be pretty funny. An assault in the ghetto. Okay, that's insulting. A passerby saw some teenagers attacking an old elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and his money. Alright, so this is going to allow 3 people to go. I'm going to send the 2 of them just to let them redeem themselves. Armed robbery in the suburbs. When the cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask them to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all of your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems in your plate. Okay, the vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Wait, armed robbery suburb. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. It was an armed robbery, so that's a pretty... Sneaking around seems like a bad thing to do. I'm just gonna do the normal open up. Yeah! Offender caught, officers unharmed. Nice. Okay, so that was actually, yeah, that was through. I didn't get that at first, that was through the same thing that I was doing. Alright, we got a report on the fight. Cool. This guy, offender escaped, officer unharmed. You know, whatever. It is what it is. I think especially the super unreliable people, maybe. So I need to kind of pair the unreliable people with really reliable people. I think that's kind of what I'm getting at. Alright, offender escaped an assault in the ghetto. Officers unharmed. They're getting less and less reliable. He's back, but he sucks. Can I click on them to see more about it? Work since 2 days. Successful assignments 1. Failed assignments 1. Seems to have alcohol problems. Great. Unknown political views. Failed assignments. Now you're good. I like you. Oh, is that it? That was the end of the day? Alright. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Someone's bound to make a mistake. I think we're kind of good, right? Yeah, they've all kind of done... Yeah, I think we're fine.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all.
Oof.
Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror.
Ooh.
I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Corruption.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. Don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with.
Wait, what?
How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you.
Okay, so...
And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events.
That's nice of him.
An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty.
Smart.
People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission. And his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank,
Ouch.
I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Good for you. Alright, Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Cool. Am I able to click on any of these to read more? No, okay. Construction of cinema museum postponed again. No. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. Exciting. Okay, when a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off, even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everyone's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. Interesting. My grandfather has epilepsy, and recently the seizures have gotten worse. They happen more often, and they all end in tears. The doctor says he needs a special new drug I can only get out of town. I'm the only one in the family who drives. Can I go get the drugs today? Yeah, that's pretty serious. Yeah, but come in tomorrow. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story, The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain the killer was the general, the house cat, you know. I simply cannot rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading the book? No. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. Alright. Employees begin with the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of an honor some week, you can postpone the ceremony until next week. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. When a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes, when cops get rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them may even turn out to be dependable. So why would I not want to just give out rank every week? Can I pass out stripes? Okay, so that one, he's 400. Whoa. Alright, so I haven't been with any of these people yet. So why would I... Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. And do I want to listen to any of this stuff? Screw it. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Cool. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, click there. Affairs, police station, labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings, for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Professionalism, cool. I'm assuming... Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. Roy. You're getting fired. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned, but that could land you in some additional proceedings, and your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about doing their jobs. Any way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed. But that's not really a valid option. Holy shit, that's fucked up. Too old. Yeah. That works. This is Shift A. Oh no, Price is the one that I wanted to fire. And then go to the labor market. That guy seems, well, he seems... She seems too old, which is kind of a problem. He seems too sleepy. Whatever. Hire to... Which one did I have a problem with? Shift B, right? Yeah. Alright, that works. Time is coming, we're opening up. Vandalism. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems that there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Interesting. Ooh, I got a lot of bad people here. I'm gonna send... That should be easy, so I'm going to send my 2 worst people. What's this? 2. I don't know exactly what I'm expected to do there. I mean, I guess I could hire more people, but... Vandalism. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out the window, saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. That really shouldn't be that hard, so I'm in... Ooh, but there's 3 slots. I'm gonna send 2 good people. I think it was reliable people are 150, so there's a bit unreliable, but... Alright, so they just got there, I think that's what that means. Report on the vandalism. Offender escaped, of course. Officers unharmed, so they just got a little more shitty. Alright. Suspicious individual at Eddie's Burgers. Alright. A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. Okay, so that's pretty legit. We're gonna send a dangerous criminal, so... Alright, so labor market. Oh, okay, so I still have another detective slot. Detectives, it shouldn't really be a problem, so... Alright, report on the vandalism. I sent 2 pretty good people. Offender escaped, officers unharmed, so they just got a little worse. It happens. Did I lose out on money? What's this? Let's just pause. Okay. Alright, so we got a report on the suspicious individual. The waitress had mistaken retired Officer Frank Nero for the fugitive and suspect. Damn, I sent 2 good people there. Alright, but hopefully that doesn't hurt them at all. Alright, so Sam Sorkin, King Louis nightclub. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again, and now he can't get off the can. Meanwhile, the line outside the club is stretched around the back. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. What? This doesn't seem like a job for me, but whatever, I'll send my shitty guy. So I can't tell if that was... I don't know. Is that something that I should have been doing? Or was that like a favor for for mob people? Alright, drug sales. Okay. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. What the F? I'm going to send you. You. Make me proud, boys. Alright, so we got a report. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I pulled in more cash than I learned in this monthly dump. Said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I wasn't cut out to be a cop. What the F? Sam Sorkin, thanks for the help, Mr. Boyd. Oh my god, so I did do something bad. Shit. Alright, suicide threat. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. Alright, so that seems ridiculous, but I'll probably need... This guy's old and reliable, so you deal with it. Okay, so Shift A, I'm going to need to hire a new person. Yeah, oops, didn't want to do that, but labor market, Shift A, hire for Shift A. I can't believe... Well, I guess that's what happens when I send my bad guy. Oop, closing up shop. Not bad, not bad. Okay, as police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Alright, cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer. That seems ridiculous. Take the clown into the ice and round up... No, carefully watch. You want to make sure he's actually doing it. No, never mind. I suck. The suicide report. Alright, my good guy's there. Offenders caught. Officer unharmed. Yeah, you're good. Keep talking. Alright, I think that was it. I think that was the end of the day. Alright? Alright? Cool. And then we just got SWAT on call. So this is Shift A. That many people. Shift B has a lot more people on it. Damn, Price, you suck. Alright, checkpoint. Okay. Robe Spire to reveal his identity when the time is right. Okay. Feminist organization denied official registration. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freiburg. Okay. Drama.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
Jehovah's
To
Witness.
get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either. But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention.
Aw, she sounds nice.
She listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time.
Oh, so she
Another
left
couple
him.
weeks at this rate, and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shot.
Wow. It's
In
probably
my
not a
life,
bad idea that
even
you're
the
retiring.
basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me.
What?
The in-laws
So are they
always
here?
blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. With all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement.
I read about that
Sally's
actually.
gonna
It
track
seems
down
really
Laura
interesting.
and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting.
It's
Meanwhile,
it's like
I'm
pepper
not
spray and a
gonna do
pellet.
Anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book.
Nice.
But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
He actually wants her back after that?
Hello.
Jeez, I would have
Mr.
bailed.
Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh,
Oh.
you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy.
What?
And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back
Damn.
to that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin.
Yeah, they're pepper spray bullets.
If you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go.
The way it works is you shoot the person and then I guess it explodes into like a dust cloud. So they can be like messed up for up to like 50 minutes. Which seems like a really long time for pepper spray, but I would imagine there is some kind of impact pain as well, right? Gardner didn't come into work today. Okay, well that's kind of a big deal. I was up all night and reading an excited I'm almost certain the killer's the general. That's the same excuse someone gave me yesterday. No. You can't not come into work because of freaking... Alright, so who... That guy looks shady as hell. I don't have that many people here, which is kind of a problem. The two of them didn't do very well before. I'm gonna give you a little something. I'm gonna give it to her. I got a good feeling about this one. We're gonna go with you. No. Let's do this one. I don't really care about the song, but I'd imagine it's still pretty dangerous to shoot like pepper spray pellets into people. It's probably not that good. Okay, if someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Homicide in the ghetto. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives in any case who will work under the lead detective as subordinates. The more professionals you leave, the more effective the team. Alright, so let's give him... A black activist was found shot outside their home. Okay, so let's give it to them. I don't know how many I'll get of this, so... destruction of property. Really? I heard it's supposed to be like pretty bothersome, but I think some people have an immunity, so that could have been him. Destruction of property. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." That can't be that bad, right? So let's go with that. And then City Hall. What? A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. What the hell? They recently sent a message to the local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of the citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tension. No, I'm not firing all my black people. That's freaking ridiculous. Alright, so the labor market, there's... Do I have everybody? 16, yeah. Let me see how many people I have on Shift A and Shift B. I definitely have more people. I'm going to need to move someone. This guy sucks, though. I seem to have more... I seem to definitely have more trustworthy people here. I'm going to move you to Shift B. So I think he'll get like a day off, basically, now. Okay, so we got some stuff moving around. Alright. Carjacking. Cool. That shouldn't be bad. It's in the suburbs. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on a stolen vehicle. Wait, a gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicle list. Okay. Holy shit! It's got a lot of people that can come. I'll try and send 2 reliable people. I don't want to spend... Just in case, I'm gonna send 2 people in hopes of getting my other people back before something else happens. Homicide. Investigation has started. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Alright. Sequences. Okay, so all I know is that he came outside and... Homicide. Black activist was found shot. They drove in a sedan. They shot with a machine gun. I didn't see anything else. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. What? He's been causing trouble for a long time. Recently, there's been a lot of cursing. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I haven't heard any shots. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Interesting. Cases, homicide. Can I add more detectives to it? Sure, help them out. Help them out, bro. Alright, destruction of property. Offender escaped. My god. Officers unharmed. Okay, that's good that no one's harmed, but you guys have to kind of do your job a little bit. Alright, Desire Park. The driver is nowhere to be seen. I'm gonna wait a safe distance because there's 3 people. Offenders caught, officers unharmed. Freaking awesome. That's great. Alright, so suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concern about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on a bench outside the playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and is seen taking several photographs. Alright, bro. Get rid of the diddler. Alright, so he's going there. This is pretty cool. I actually like this a lot. It has a few fucked up things, but the world's fucked up, so... Alright, so this is a call that I can't tell. Like, this seems... it's green, so... Mr. Boyd, I'm opening up Friedberg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out in the streets. Alright. I'm gonna go with her, because I gotta try and get something going on. Alright, suspicious individual. Offenders caught. Officer unharmed. Fucking beautiful. Doing good, boys. Not bad. Alright, so it's getting pretty late, so... Homicide report. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened. Okay. You've got 3 frames. Open the investigation. Alright, so what am I looking at here? They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction. If they know how to look at the case materials, the more professional the detectives working on the investigation, the better their instincts. Okay, to get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene using the frames you'll think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. Okay, muffled shots. Neighborhood was quiet. Okay, so that part obviously happened. I don't get it, maybe? If I close it... Can I close that? Is that what's... It doesn't seem right, though. Details... Yeah, like that's different colored cars. Detectives. I mean, I can add more people to it, but... Alright, a fight at a bar. A bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips, and a cat fight broke out on stage. Alright, but there's 3 slots. You're gonna lead. The day's almost done, so that should be good. Okay, a fight going on in a restaurant. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and a bartender. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed on the stage while a local singer... Alright, let's just send you, because I don't have any other people just in case anything else happens. I need to make sure, like, when everything dies out. Chief, I just about nailed the jab a couple times, but he was too fast for me and won the points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright, even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take a day off? Yeah, I guess. If you must... Okay, on the stage are 2 strippers going at it. And it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. The bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Okay, shut off the music. Turn off the lights. The strippers continue fighting, obvious of the police presence. Yeah, man, we gotta do cop stuff. I mean, Jesus. Alright, how's everyone else doing? It's already getting pretty late. Okay, so there was the fight. Offender caught. Awesome. Officer unharmed. You're the best. End of day. Cool. Alright, so shift B. Oof. Yeah, this is only if I want to move people to the other shift. That guy's working pretty hard. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant women. Oh my god. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with the racism. Okay. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Interesting.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
True, true. This is shady guy.
We worked together. Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn.
Shady shit.
I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. Especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys wait outside.
Interesting. Seems rather shady, but okay.
The lover boys.
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it.
What?
Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me, my family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
And this is my problem?
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
Oh my god.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
I'm gonna refuse. I'm trying to be a good guy.
I'm not gonna lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family. I wish them all the best of luck.
Oof. That's rough. At least he didn't beg. I would have felt bad. Sean didn't come into work today. So what am I supposed to do about these people that just don't show, like no call, like nothing? It's looks like. Alright, I mean, I guess I'm alright. Let's do the second one. No matter your personal relationship with the city administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Alright, affairs, City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright, or accept only some of your requests, so only ask for what you really need. I don't really need the money, so... Ah, this one's super old too. Okay, which shift is this? Shift A, right? Yeah, because Shift B has more people. Hire on for Shift A. I don't think she'll be there now, though. Well, Birch is still there, so... Alright. Eddie's Burgers. Every morning, there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone he approaches, scaring away the customers. That's cool. Go for it, bro. Go out with a blaze of glory. Salary. Here's your week's salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. That's pretty shitty. Tomorrow's the deadline. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Ooh, this is a big deal. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man in the stockings head goes to a nearby... Alright, so we're going to send SWAT with this. And then... That... That, and that. Let's go, bro. Does that show he's gonna be fired? Maybe. Alright, residential shit. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw 2 Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Alright, so we're just gonna send one person on this one. I don't think it's really necessary. Yep, got away. Officer unharmed. That's fine. You're getting fired anyway. I just needed someone to deal with it. Okay, the shop has 2 exits, from which a few people have already fled. What? The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun at the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt." The cashier begins to cry. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Awesome. Wasn't just gonna let him leave. We had SWAT and shit. We're fucking around. Robbery, city center, and an antique Chinese necklace was stolen. Alright, so we're gonna set up a couple people on that. And then Jack. This year, the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of our annual shooting contest. It now features a tear instead of... it now features teams Why couldn't I see that? Oh, it's because I have my thing there. Teams instead of a single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd love to do well in the competition. That's rough, man. I can't send too much. All right, municipal assignment. It's a hot one today, and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches. Please send someone to keep an eye on them. Fuck, I've got to send my best guy. This is bad. All right, report from the fight. Offenders caught, officer unharmed. Awesome, thank you. I got 14 seconds on this. I got no one to send. Fuck. Alright, you're available. Oh my god, there's so many things. A gallery entitled Sex Operation. A gang of young men in D-Mex forced their way in and began bashing things. We don't need this shit in our city. Oh my god. Alright, send everybody. The investigation has started. Alright, there was a robbery. We can see a couple of things. Alright, cool. Get on it. I need to actually take a look at our other investigation because there's a lot of shit going on here. I don't know what I'm supposed to get from this. Detectives. Alright, alright, they're doing alright. Oh, should I add an extra guy there? I mean, help him out? I don't know. I don't entirely understand the investigation thing. We did it, Boyd. We won. The Ernest really know a lot about Ernest really knows a lot about shooting, even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory. So we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. Oh, fuck. That's bad. Alright, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Okay, destruction of property. Offenders escaped. Officers unharmed. Shit. Report for the robbery. You've got 3 new frames. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's see what happened. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation, and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for generations. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. I didn't say he was on a motorcycle. Okay. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove round the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't have enough time to see if it was a man or woman. So we just assume it was a man. Okay, so if I just put it in the right order. Okay, your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspects. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, then arrests will have to wait. But remember, the fugitives won't sit patiently until you schedule things. Also, remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers or even a SWAT team. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, so I'm going to go with my other one, the homicide. Go to details. And then I'm going to go with that. Right? No, that's... It just... I can only assume that that's the right way to do it. I don't know. Alright, so let's see. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. Alright, that works. Okay, so he's available. I don't entirely understand the investigation thing, but we'll see on that one. Oh, the day just ended. The robbery, offenders caught, awesome. You were able to arrest all suspects, case closed. Nice. That's really good. Vandalism report. Offender escaped, officer unharmed, shit. Okay, so we got some more people getting back. I think it's just, I don't know. Is there any other stuff? Alright, so he's back. These two are still working. He's fired. Anything left? No. Alright, looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Piles of work. Okay. Okay, so this is shift A. Wait, is this the shift that I... Who did I just have? This is the end of day, and then I would have to click order to work tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow's the one that I'm going to order someone to work an extra day. I feel like I'm so understaffed. Day 6. Alright, so on this moment, I'm going to run for just a second. I'll be right back. Cool, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. Shit. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Mayor Rogers not afraid of the competition. Interesting.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
Man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
One of those portables.
Okay, let's see about this.
The mob. Oh, that's the guy.
The photo could have been doctored, of course, but Sam doesn't go in for cheap theatrics. Kendrick is dead. His family is dead. They probably died slowly and painfully. But Sam's got a bigger game. He's not trying to frighten me. He's just trying to clue me in on the facts. I didn't agree to work for him on my own, so now they're just going to insist.
Oof. This is,
Boy.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family.
some drama, man.
Perhaps a wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sam. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off the phone. Start today.
What? I wonder what'll happen if I just ignore all his stuff.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. Gotta let my colleagues hush up when they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. The only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
5 and 5. Severed leg. Interesting. Alright, this is my shift. Everyone's in good shape. Let's go for it. Quan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang, of course, known as the Red Masks. He could help you to take down the gang if you make him an informant. Sure. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Awesome. In this way, you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain, and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you can claim their reward. There's also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. Nah, fuck that. Okay. Oh shit, I don't have anyone. Okay, so investigations, I gotta take people off of this. Alright, gangs. Start to investigate. And have this guy go at it with that guy. Alright, City Hall requests. Job slot officer. You can now hire one more officer. Yes. That is lovely. Okay, I need to see who has more. Okay, we apparently both have the same. That doesn't seem right, though. I'm gonna say that B needs it more. Fire all the black cops. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. They actually wanted me to do that? That's freaking ridiculous. Eliminating the Red Mask gang. Bao Liang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Mask gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you'll need to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Oh my god. Details, detectives. I mean, I don't see, we're not getting anywhere on this. I don't understand how, I think I'm just gonna close this. Archive it. Oh, I'm already investigating it. Members, informants. See, because the reward's 20,000. That's pretty significant. I guess I can't do anything else on that. Alright, let's... You have to wait 5 days to make a request. Alright. An attempted murder. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager. He is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Good, good. Alright, you two. Take care of that. That's not a big deal. Just someone being an idiot. Investigate stolen property. Okay, so now we got a few things going on. Cool. A faithful assistant, a founder of the gang. He's entrusted with the most serious jobs. Keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have an immediate buyer for the necklace, so he brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, and it was closed that night before an important deal was going down. He has a key to the restaurant. Valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Oops. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Investigations, receiving stolen property, detectives. This is a pretty big deal. So I'm going to add some more people on it. And we'll try to get something out of it. Okay, an attempted murder. Offender escaped, obviously. Jesus. These kids. Suburb parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He flew towards the suburbs. Alright, ladies. Hey, how you doing, Dat One Gamer? What's going on, buddy? We came at just the right time. We've only been playing this for maybe a little under an hour. So we're all kind of learning together. Alright, officers have determined the car thief's location, overtake the offender, and block the road. Catch up with a stolen vehicle and open fire. That's ridiculous. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Yeah. Alright, that's good. So basically what happens is whenever they do well, they get some professionalism points, which makes them more reliable. So I'm trying to get everyone over 150 because that's apparently the average reliability person. A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let him go outside. They torture him and bully him. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Oof, this is kind of a big deal. You've got some good stuff going on, so take some of the bad people with you, and hopefully that'll help make some progress. Do we got any new details on this case? Frame 0, okay. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to do the investigations. They're a little confusing to me, but I'll be able to figure it out. Personnel A, B. There's a lot more people over there. I don't think their days really matter, though. Backlog. I didn't get the whole Fire Black Cop thing. That was kind of ridiculous. Okay, theft. We received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Let's just send you. Shouldn't be that bad, it's just a drunk guy. Jack. Oh my gosh, this fucking guy. We're dealing with a moron that refuses to repay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Fuck you. Joseph's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Oh my god. Later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to follow if you want to see more. We're always around. Okay, so let's see what's going on now. We just got a couple people back. We got a theft. She caught him. Awesome. Good job, Subaki. Alright, and that was a day. It's pretty simple for the most part. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment, pulled a gun, and opened fire. Holy shit. Yeah, so we're not going to mess around with that. We're going to send our best people there. Because it is not... Okay, let's check this. Yeah, it's a long day, day 180. The police cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Try to run the van off the road, shoot at the criminal's tires. Try to run him off the road. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, and puts a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Shoot the criminal in the head. Let go of the man right now. Offender caught. Yeah. See, you can't just be all about the guns. Gotta play the long game. Alright, what do we got now? They're all back. Report receiving stolen property. Alright, so we got some new frames. What's this? Right? I think you might need to do it the first try. I think that might be the key. It hasn't worked anywhere in a while. Okay. Alright, so the nice thing is I think I got all my people now. So let's take 2 reliable people and the SWAT for support. Alright. Okay, let's hope that worked out. Offenders caught. Awesome. That is super good. Okay. You're able to arrest all suspects. Alright, so now this is pretty good. I could do that. Alright, so what do I do now? So that's him, but he's off the hook now. So I could arrest him, but I don't want to arrest him. I want to start to investigate. But apparently I can't yet? This guy's freaking tired. Can I give him a day off or something? Yeah, let's move him to the next day. Racist gangs run wild in city. Investigation into Francis Kedrick could resume. Second tower to be built in Freiburg.
The people of Freiburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff
That's
like
not
that.
good.
So when
They're
I
all
ran into
immune.
a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freiburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions.
That is random.
Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Okay. Martin Stett is your new deputy. What does that mean? I don't think I'll need him, but my kid's been causing trouble lately, and they've called me in from his school. Can you give me some time to deal with this? Yep, but come in tomorrow. Alright, so on that note, I think I'm going to stop right here for a little while. I'm really getting into this, so we'll probably play more of this. It's pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll be in touch, and I'll probably be streaming some more of this later on. So have a good day, guys.